Hi everyone, here's your overview for week 4. You guys have been doing some good work. A lot of you have been participating and I appreciate it. So our overview is right here. Then we come down, you're going to have engage. The first thing you're going to be doing is pre-reading discussion board post, and there are 4 questions and you're going to answer them all in one post, and you can either type it or if you'd prefer to answer it verbally, if you think you can answer it better that way, you can do that. So remember, you're always posting in full sentences, maybe going a little in depth in this, because these are some big topics that we're going to be talking about as we go into this book. After that, you're going to have 2 different assignments. This is where the bulk of the work is this week, is the engage. You're going to have this historical background of World War II and about the author readings. So this historical background one is a little bit long. However, there are links on each question at the end so that you can go back and see what paragraph the questions are in. I really suggest using Google Read and Write to read this to you. So you would come up here and you would click your Google Read and Write extension, and that should open up. And you guys know how to use it. It opens up here and you can have it read it to you. But you can see over here the links for the different paragraphs. So at the bottom are the questions. There's only 9 paragraphs. And so say you're on number 9, it says, what did Hitler do in his first year as a dictator? Paragraph 5, so you come over here, click paragraph 5, and it's going to take you right there. Okay, so I really suggest reading through the whole thing first, then going through and looking at the questions. So that is the historical background. It's going to be the same thing on about the author, although it's a lot shorter and a lot less questions, and it's just going to kind of get you into seeing who the author is, why he wrote his story, and a little bit more about him. And his name's Elie Wiesel. Fun fact, I actually saw him speak. He's passed away now, but he came and spoke to my high school when I was learning about the Holocaust. So then we're going to get into the book. So you should have picked up your book from the school. If you haven't, you need to make sure you go do that because you can read along while you're listening to it. But each of the chapters is on YouTube, and I've put them into an Edpuzzle so that you make sure you're reading it or you're listening. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not logged in right now, but let's do this. So you got to make sure you're logged in. And if you did not add our Edpuzzle class, that was in week 1. So you'll need to go back to week 1 into that assignment where we added all of those things. So, okay, so here's our class. So I'll show you what it looks like. Fast forward a little bit. So you can see on the screen, it has the words, although it's kind of small. That's why I suggest reading along with your book. But there are some questions along the way just to make sure you're listening. But this is only 32 minutes. So that's the first chapter. And then after you're done reading that, to wrap it up for the week, you're just going to have a chapter 1 quiz. It's all multiple choice. You can have your book open. You can have your Edpuzzle open if you need to rewatch any parts of it. And then I think there's 9 questions, and maybe there's 9 or 10, and you have to score at least a 7. So it'll make you retake it if you don't score that. And as always, please email me if you have any questions. Remember, come to Zoom on Wednesday for sure. That's where you're going to get help, and you won't need to send me emails because we'll go over the assignments in depth there so that you make sure you know what you're doing. So I hope you guys have a great week, and don't forget to reach out if you need help.